Okay, so today I'm starting a different project. I'm taking a break from some of my 3D printed items, and I'm going to be building this Unicorn Gundam. This is the LED light unit right here, and down here is the actual Gundam. So, with that little introduction, let's get off and run it. Here we go. Okay, so after saying that I was going to try to put him in one of these little cubbies, he's way too tall. His shoulders won't even fit in there. So everything above the shoulder line where the red little break is, that's how tall each one of these spaces is. So he will not fit in there. So for now, this is where he's going to end up until I get my room completely situated. Which my room still is not completely situated because all of that over there is going to completely change eventually. So for now, that's him on the shelf. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to call this finished. So literally, I've had a lot of problems with this throughout this video, or this build. Some of the problems consist of the fact that I cannot get the parts to separate. And what I mean by that is all of these pieces that along here where you're supposed to be able to open this stuff up, anybody who's familiar with the Unicron Gundam, they're supposed to be like this. And I can't get these to close here. These ones open. A lot of these other ones open. All these little joints along here are supposed to open up so that the red on the interior shows up, but for some reason I can't get them to open. Spent all day yesterday trying to open everything up. The arms kept falling out. The connection point for the arm, which you can see this joint right here, this little piece inside here, there's literally just a little teeny tiny point on the end of this right here that connects inside here. It's the worst connection I've ever seen for a Gundam. There's nothing that actually goes into, it's just a little part that slots in, and I literally had to glue it in order to get the keep on there. This piece here kept falling off. The arm joint down here from the shoulder kept falling off. And it just, this is the worst Gundam I've ever built as far as connection points go. And you can even tell right here, this joint here is much further open than this one. And it's not because this is open or raised. I just can't get them to fit in together. I don't know if it's because of the wiring that's in for the LEDs or what, but it can't be, because obviously this wire here isn't keeping anything from closing this in. It just won't go together. So needless to say, I wanted to get a bunch of, afterwards, get everything opened up, get it turned on, get a bunch of shots of it in the dark. All lit up and everything. That's not going to happen because I can't get this crap to open up. So this is the way it's going to sit. I almost threw this thing across the room yesterday. I was cussing and just having a hell of a time with it. And I finally said, you know what? F it, I'm not doing it. So this is where it's going to stay. The good news is when I turn on see, this is the crap that I'm talking about. No matter what I do, everything just constantly keeps falling away from this thing. Okay. So the lights are on. I'm going to turn this one off, see if any of this shows up. Hit this button again. So you can see some of them all along the chest point here. There's some stuff. It kind of lights up a little bit. It should be a lot more, hang on. Let me turn all the lights off. Okay, so there we go. All of these little light colors should be much more, you can barely see them. They should be much more, kind of like in the shoulders. So I'm a little upset about that because I spent a lot of money on this thing. The LED kit alone was, I think, $200, if I remember correctly. I can't remember exactly. It's been 3 years since I purchased all this stuff. And I'm finally putting this thing back together. Back together? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So, there it is. Doesn't look that fancy, but on camera it doesn't look that good. Sitting here looking at it, I actually can see a lot more stuff. There's a lot more. I'm pointing to things in the dark. Yep, that's how smart I am. Anyway, this section right here, these are the knee joints up to the hips, the pelvis area. That's the arm right there. Obviously the chest and head and shoulders. But this area here, nothing's really showing on camera, but I can see all of that stuff. So it doesn't look that good on camera. This is where I was talking about. All these little joints right here, you can see there's light all through all of this area. On camera, from about here to here, nothing shows up, but I can actually see it. So, and there's like areas like this here. So, which is weird. Anyway, that's a lot different than the other side. See, I keep finding stuff like that, and then I try to mess with it to fix why it's not. You know, this side here is inserted, and yet this piece here is not. As soon as I start to mess with that, the legs are going to fall off. That's the other part here, right here at this joint, where underneath here, there's a little peg that sticks up into that keeps falling off too. So the shoulders, the arms, from this joint, this one, and that joint there, all of those keep falling apart. Yeah. If anybody ever asked me to build another model such as this one specifically, I love Gundam, I love building them, but I love the fact this one comes with a massive base. All the guns have a spot to sit, which is pretty cool. Because here's the bigger problem. Now I've built a Zazave. I don't know how you say it. I built this guy here. So this is another one I built. I love this one because all these parts that open up were easy to open. But again, all of his, hang on one second, let me see if I can get some, there we go. All of his weapons, I just kind of have to lay around his feet and his shield and everything, kind of on display that way. Whereas this one, obviously the base has spots for all the weapons. I really do like that part. But everything else about this Gundam, I can't stand. I hate this Gundam. But anyway, there it is. That's how it's gonna sit, unfortunately. I can't figure out how to get it to open up, so there it is. We're gonna call this one done, finally, 3 years later after getting it. And I'm not sure where this is gonna end up going on my shelf because I don't know that I have enough room. My thought was to put him where General Grievous is, but I think he's too tall. So what I may end up having to do is move that down there, find a home for that one, and put him there. This is another one that I recently did, which this one. Now this is not a Gundam, this is just a model that was already assembled. Basically, all I had to do is put a couple of small pieces on there. Ultimately, it was pretty much already made. So I thought it looked cool when I got it. That's why I got it. But all right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hope you all have a great day. Take care. See ya.